You're only a what if away from a great summer holiday. What if it's Aussie for travel? It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Hello, good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Halloween, everybody. We're
Happy
here.
Halloween indeed.
We made it. We're in costume. I'm not going to give away exactly what we're wearing just yet. We'll cover that off at about 6:20. But I don't know what to say. All I'm going to say is
You're welcome.
I've had a week, so I left it up to you. And you came out with the darkest stuff. I don't know what level of hell you went to find these outfits.
I know. You know that I love dressing up. You know that I take costume dressing seriously.
Oh, so seriously. Yeah.
So I've done my best. We'll pop it up on social soon. We'll talk about it in a little bit. What do you want to... we've got Alpha Bucks at 7 and 8 a.m. every day. 20 grand on the line, right?
Yep.
$10,000 at 7, $10,000 at 8 to play Alpha Bucks. And it is the end of Ghost Week.
Yeah, let's make it a thing, right?
Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins present Ghost Week.
You're right. So, geez, there's so much we're going to cover. It's been a week for us. It's been a fantastic week for Ghost Week. And thank you so much for those of you who've been listening to our show this week, for being as involved as you have been. The stories that you have brought to our show have just been incredible. Next level stuff.
And I must say, when we spoke, I was leaving the office yesterday, and one of the girls went, I wasn't sure if you guys had made up some of this audio to make it sound good, but she went, but I trust you because you're just not the kind of person to lie. And I was like, trust me, Pete and I have not lied.
No.
What happened at the Rose and Crown happened at the Rose and Crown.
Now, after 8 o'clock, we are going to bring you the final crescendo of what happened at the Rose and Crown. This is the time where you're going to hear about the seance that you and I got roped into. We didn't want to do it. But all of a sudden we found ourselves with our hands on this table, surrounded by it.
Yeah.
And with our psychic medium, Anthony Grizelka, talking to the spirits, and it was everything you could imagine.
Can you levitate the table, please? Can you lift the table? Give us an indication that you're with us by lifting the table.
That's just the beginning.
We'll never be the same, but you've got to check it out. We've got so much audio to bring you of what happened on the night that you haven't heard yet.
Yep.
It's going to be across the whole show.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
We have become the most haunted show across WA this week.
Well, our studio has been decorated all week with Halloween-y type things to celebrate Ghost Week. And we've been bringing you lots of ghost content because we've been going out to places and being haunted by spirits, basically.
That's right. After 8 o'clock this morning, we bring you the final nail in the coffin of our visit to the Rose and Crown with psychic medium Anthony Grizelka last week, where we did a seance and conjured up some spirits.
Can you levitate the table, please? Can you lift the table? Give us an indication that you're with us by lifting the table.
That went well. So we thought we'd just double down. We thought it's Halloween, so we've got to dress up and be part of the day.
Now,
And I love a costume.
you must have like some other house somewhere in WA in some location full of outfits.
James and I literally have a storage cabinet full of clothes.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter what event, what dress up, what not, you're always prepared. You've always got something ready.
Well, I mean, we were both actors, right, in a previous life, and so we've probably just gained a lot of that sort of stuff over time. But James is really into it. My partner is very he'll stop at no length, basically, to make your outfit amazing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And so, because I know you've had a week, you have had so much going on.
There's been a lot going on.
And you've had paranormal investigators to your house. You've had a lot going on with the kids. And I said, leave it with me, buddy. I'm going to sort you. And I think you trust me.
I do trust you.
And because I did a great Marge Simpson costume.
You did a wonderful Marge Simpson costume at the West Coast Eagles Big Freeze earlier this year. You did a great costume. So I do absolutely trust you. I trust you implicitly. And then this morning, you've put me in this.
Well, you were going to come as K-pop demon hunters, and I was like,
that's the thing.
Sounds fun.
That's the thing this year. That's the big thing. I know tonight when I take the kids trick-or-treating, there's going to be K-pop demon hunters everywhere.
Of course there will, and that is why I didn't bring you that.
Yeah.
But you can go on Instagram, Pete Kimber Ben.
Oh, we've put it up. It's
and
up there.
check out what we're dressed as. Did I go a bit dark?
You went so dark. I was not expecting you to go this dark. I thought we'd sort of hit some sort of medium somewhere, but no, you went to the seventh circle of hell.
I thought I just went for the classics.
These aren't just classics, mate. These are the classics that sit in people's nightmares, right? So you have come in. Actually, I'll play the bit of audio from the movie and we'll see if people can recognise this. This is what Kimber's dressed as today.
Dr. Lecter, my name is Clarice Starling. May I speak with you?
A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
A nice Chianti.
Yeah, I thought Dr. Lecter, Hannibal Lecter, would be the perfect thing to wear to the office today.
And I must say, like, you've done such a great job as well. Like the belts, you got the mask, the orange jumpsuit. You've even got the jacket.
Yeah, straight
as
jacket.
well, the straight jacket.
Yeah, really.
The only thing you're missing is the trolley, but I think we've got one of those down in the basement. Just start wheeling you around. It'd be great.
I mean, you did somewhat summarise yours by wearing this suit that some time ago for one of the outfits for something we needed. It might have been
this was
the wedding.
the wedding. This was the op shop
wedding we did on air. You bought this Star Wars themed beach safari suit you try to get as many wears out of it as possible. So I love that you have decided to bring that with you, and then teamed it with the other half of my outfit.
I reckon I've worn this more than my wedding suit.
Yeah, I think
this
you have.
one here. But yeah, because you said to me, "Oh look, I've got the outfit for you. I've got the overalls, but they might not fit, so you might have to come in." So you've paired it with the rest. Now I'm going to play this bit of audio here, and we'll see if people recognise the movie.
Mark, you want to see my new chainsaw and hockey mask?
Oh, sorry. What am I thinking?
Now, it's not quite The Simpsons, but...
I bought you a chainsaw.
You got me a toy chainsaw and a hockey mask.
Yeah.
And I'm Jason, but I'm Jason in holiday mode.
Well, yeah, from Friday the 13th. It's great. I mean, go and check it out and get involved. It's Halloween. Why not have a bit of fun? It's just a dress up.
Absolutely.
Get over it.
And get your dress ups on, and we'll see you walking around tonight for Halloween doing your trick-or-treating.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins. Good morning. Actually, Benny will be in here coming up after 8 o'clock this morning. Got a bit of a question to ask him. Where the hell has he been during Ghost Week while we've been off discovering the paranormal, going to haunted locations, having paranormal investigators come to our house?
Don't you remember he was too busy to be at the Rose and Crown? Just
That's right.
conveniently couldn't be there when all the spirits wanted to rock up.
It's been quite the week. Every day this week. So last week, on the Thursday night, we went to the Rose and Crown with our psychic medium, Anthony Krzelka. We went into the basement and a whole manner of things happened. And we've been playing them out after 8 o'clock every day this week.
We specifically went there because we knew that it was haunted. Everyone says it is. There's staff there that won't even go downstairs. And we went last year and I had some sort of spirit throw a stone at me. I had a rock thrown at me and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm a believer now. And so we decided to go back this year. I would have been satisfied with one thing happening.
Yeah, me
right?
too.
I would have been, if there was one event that I could go, whoa, Pete, did you experience that? Whoa. And we would have shared that.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were going to get like 8 different things.
Neither did I. And it started virtually from the moment we wandered into the basement area, right? So Anthony Krzelka had his phone out and he started talking to the air as if he's conjuring the spirit, saying, are you here? Are you here? Are you here? And on the recording, he got the spirit growling at him. Have a listen to this.
Can you see us? Do you know if you can see who we are?
Yes.
Then we sort of went, hey, okay, well, there's clearly a spirit in the room. And Anthony was like, could you move this really heavy hook above us? It was this big rusted, think of like the kind of thing you'd hang a lamb carcass on is all I can think of.
Yeah.
It's like a big, heavy, rusted hook.
Yeah, this is what happened.
It's moving.
Sorry, that was me.
It's definitely moving.
It's definitely moving.
It started moving the minute you turned your back to walk away. It started moving.
It was moving.
And producer Brooke and producer Ringo were there with us as well. The three of you have never been down there before. This was my second time.
No.
It was scary that things were happening immediately and to all of us.
So when we were sitting around this table doing the seance that we got tricked into doing, how about that maniacal laugh, that demon that possessed Brooke for just a moment?
Oh, good, she's possessed. Even better.
Okay. In all seriousness, are you okay? You sure?
Yes.
Now, by the way, all of these, we've played a lot more than these little bits we're giving you, but the longer pieces of audio you'll find on the Pete and Kimber podcast on Listener. All I wanted to see was The Rock, because that was the big thing, because I wasn't there last year with you and the listeners. I just wanted to see a rock get thrown across the room.
Yeah, and the listeners who I took last year witnessed that because we had 3 rocks thrown at us, one at our other producer, one at me, and one at a listener. So they were there.
Yeah.
So we just thought, well, I'll take the rock with me. I took my old rock back in my pocket just to see what would happen if there was any kind of connection.
Still can't believe
it's almost like he
did that.
recognised me. How amazing.
Yeah, more rocks were thrown. Jesus Christ, it's happened again.
A stone. It's right there. It's right there.
It's happened again.
Oh my God, it just threw another stone.
The fact that this thing just materialised out of thin air.
I can't explain it other than what happened. And either people believe it or they don't. But I'm like, I'm not lying. I'm only giving the account of what you and I experienced.
And I saw it firsthand. And now we come to the seance. All right. So this is the seance that you and I did not want to do. And a lot of things happened during the seance. In fact, we've got the audio here of the moment where you can clearly hear that we're getting tricked into sitting around this table to do this seance. Have a listen to this.
We could use that table
In what way?
to do a seance.
Let's do it. I don't.
No. You can. Yeah.
I don't want to do it. I don't. Anthony, will you do a seance with me? I feel like this guy is angry with me.
And now listen, producer Brooke out there, old Lorelei Gilmore this morning, based on your costume.
I mean, producer Brooke's voice often sounds like mine on air. And so when we play these back, I'm like, anytime you hear the enthusiastic person who is like, hey, do you know what? Let's conjure up a person. Yeah, see? That ain't me. I'm the one going, I'm not going to mess with these guys. I don't want to know about it.
The table moved. The table jumped. The table tapped. You had people from your family come through.
My nana came to say hi.
It is the wildest thing you're going to hear from this show all week, and we've brought you some wild things, and you're going to get it coming up after 8 o'clock this morning. Make sure you're around for it.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Masters this year celebrating 100 years of being proudly Aussie-owned and WA made in the Masters Milk Carton Regatta. Saturday, November 22, 10 till 1 at Hillary's Boat Harbour, and we cannot wait to see you.
We team up with Masters every year. We bring it back because we get thousands of people down there at Hillary's Harbour just watching 30 teams who have made their boats out of milk cartons, racing them in the harbour.
Phenomenal.
It's a mess. So many of them fail, and it's brilliant. You want to be there for it.
They dress up and everything. And look, it's just getting richer and richer every year. There's over $15,000 in prize money up for grabs. There's also prize money for voting for the best boat design. So if you come down there and you're not in a boat, you can still win some cash. And, of course, there's all the other free stuff, the carnival rides, the petting zoo, the face painting, the Masters Milk, free giveaways and a heap of games with our Roadrunners as well. So much to do.
Now, something that we're doing this year a little bit differently is that the great men at the Harrisdale Men's Shed have created boats for us so that it's fair. Because, Pete, you're going to race a boat, so will I, and so will Ben in our own celebrity race against one another. I won last year with Ben in my boat, but we've had to kick him out to give him his own boat, and we're getting our own players and our own teammates.
Yeah, you put together quite the formidable team this week.
It's a great team. I introduced you to Emily, who is 16 and is going for the state rowing champs.
Yep.
And so she's got lots of experience. She's good to go. And also Angela Sun from Channel 7 news reading team.
I suppose she's great with the weather, isn't she? So
she's got it, mate. Ange has everything. And I told you also too, she's also a pocket rocket. So
she is a pocket rocket.
We're going to be quick.
Yeah.
But we did have to talk about the team name because we did say we've got to come up with a boat name. We need costumes, all of that stuff. So we pitched the 4 team names to everybody on Instagram and Facebook yesterday, and you guys have all voted. The votes are in.
Okay. Good names too.
I thought they were really solid names. Unbelievably, the one that came in last place, which I'm very shocked by, was your suggestion, Pete, which I thought was excellent. KC and the Sunshine Boat for
Get out!
Angela Sun.
What?
And KC, Kimber Cahill, but maybe people just aren't familiar with KC and the Sunshine Band.
As if you're not familiar with KC and the Sunshine Band.
Well, look, it only came in at 19%. Okay, so second last, Moose Flash. at only 23% of the vote.
I liked that.
I thought Moo's flash was cute.
Yeah, Moo's flash.
And jokes on you guys. We were going to flash. You've blown it. You blew your chance.
I know. Veto it. I want another vote. I want to re-vote.
And in place number 2, only by a smidge, only by 2%,
Yeah.
Skimber and the Tsunami,
Oh, no. So that means...
which means Rodeo Gaga. Rodeo Gaga. 30%.
30%
Number
of the
one.
votes, so Rodeo Gaga. So does this mean that we're getting your team in cowgirl outfits?
I think
and
so.
Fantastic.
I think so.
I love this.
There's so many puns in that name that I'm all about it. So thank you very much for your votes.
All right, Rodeo Gaga.
Rodeo Gaga.
So we've got
ROW, we're rowing.
Our first team and boat name and everything locked in.
Yep.
Now, over the next couple of weeks, it's my turn and Ben's turn to reveal our teams and our names as well.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you. No, I'm good to go, mate. I've already made phone calls. I've got people locked in. I know I made a lot of phone calls last year to people who left me messages going, sorry, I can't make it. Pete Rosethorn, you'll never get a phone call again. But no, I've got a massive reveal to kick things off with next week. You're going to love it.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
It's been a wonderful week of getting your ghost stories and being able to play out all of the audio from our stuff. The paranormal investigators at my house, the Rose and Crown visit to the haunted basement last week. You'll get more of that coming up after 8. And then, of course, we've had Samantha Julie in the studio as well, psychic medium.
And I believe Samantha Julie was just recently crowned Psychic of the Year.
She was. I think it's like 2 years running.
She's very, very booked up.
She's booked up until the end of the year and then beyond.
Yeah, so she's generously given us her time, and she came into the studio yesterday and agreed to do some reads live on air. And it's a bit of a tough one because you go, hey, people call up and we'll just see if Samantha can connect with you. And I think when we've done this in the past, we've had similar situations where I feel like people call because they go, I really want a reading, but they're also conscious that they're on air and they don't want to give too much. So it almost kind of closes the process, I feel like.
It felt a bit that way when we got Darren on to do his reading with Sam.
And unfortunately, it meant that whatever Sam said, Darren, there was a lot of, nope, that's nothing for me. And we're going to tell you why this is so important to stick around, because everything changed.
Yeah, like really, really quickly. But anyway, if you missed the call yesterday, this is what happened between Sam and Darren.
Hi, Darren. We've got Samantha Julie here if you've got a question for her.
Yeah, I've lost someone really, really close and just want to know she's okay and if I'm doing the right thing with my kids.
Okay, my darling, as I'm just listening to your voice, so obviously if I say something, if you say yes or no, would I be correct to say this is your partner?
Yes.
As I connect with you, my darling, I'm not sure whether she passed from the breast cancer or because I feel, I don't know, darling, whether it went to her brain or, but I feel here that I'm holding my head. Is that correct?
No.
She keeps drawing here an S. So I don't know, darling, whether her name is an S or there's a Sue or there's a Sarah around her or you.
No.
Okay, but that might be just to do with her.
Yeah.
But would I be right to say there's a young girl?
No.
Oh, okay, because she's wanting me to be very, very aware of a young lady around you and your family. Yes? No?
No.
That's okay.
Okay.
So, so I feel like I can talk to you a little bit afterwards, Darren, because it's quite hard, like just only hearing your voice.
Yeah.
But I do know, because I know she's only been past this year, is that right?
No, 10 years ago.
It feels no, because I feel like it's more recent. There's just her energy is so recent.
Darren, stick around. We'll put you back to our producers. Stay on hold because Samantha can have a chat to you after the show.
Now, I'm not going to lie. Like, I can imagine people would be listening to that going, oh, here we go. Like, it's bombing. And I could feel the air sucked out of the room when that was happening.
And it doesn't feel good for anyone, does it? It doesn't feel
No.
good for Sam because she's sitting here going, oh, this is not, I'm getting these messages and they're not.
Yep.
It's not adding up.
And we know.
It's upsetting for Darren because he's obviously looking for some answers.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. After we finished yesterday with Sam and the show, we called Darren back and we said, Kimber and I are going to leave the room. We're going to leave you and Samantha together. And then we hit the recording and left them for a chat. But we could hear what was going on while we were sitting with the producers. We're going to play you the audio coming up in just a few moments.
I mean, basically it ended with him, after he'd spent some time with Sam on his own, he totally changed his tune.
Yeah, have a
this
listen.
is what he said.
I'm shaking. She has just, nailed everything.
I was sitting there with my head in my hands going, oh, my God.
I know. It was awful because we were sitting here live on air going, oh, this is unfortunate. This is a terrible situation. And then afterwards he was like, oh, she got everything right.
Unbelievable. So we're going to come back in just a moment. We're going to play you what happened when they got a chance to really just sit together and get into it.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
We've been sharing our experiences with the paranormal, and you yourselves have been coming to our show, as you always do so well, and bringing your fantastic stories about all sorts of different ghostly kind of things going on. There's been so many people that have reached out to us with their stories going, this has happened to me, it's happened to my family, friends, so on and so forth. After 7:30, you get your chance to tell it. It's like our one last big Your Stories hurrah.
The best ghost stories we can get.
So, yeah, hang on and get ready to phone in with those stories. Can't wait to hear them. But we're tracking back to the end of the show yesterday when we had psychic medium Samantha Julie on the show. And to be fair, if you were listening to it, you might have thought to yourself, geez, this is bombing. This isn't going well.
Yeah, Samantha, we had callers just call up and talk to them, and we had Darren on the line. And whenever, Sam would say, I've got this, how about this? And Darren would go, no, I can't find that connection. And I don't think Darren was intentionally blocking anything. He wanted answers, but I think just on the spot, couldn't find the connections, didn't quite know what was happening. And we asked him to stick around after the show so that Samantha could have some one-on-one time with him. And Pete and I left the studio and said, you two just spend some time and see if it turns around. And he ended up saying, oh, my God, that was amazing.
Yeah. The mics were rolling. We captured the conversation.
And he gave us permission to play this on air as well.
Have a listen to this. This was the conversation between Sam and Darren. All right, we'll leave you two to it. The device is rolling, so,
Thanks,
go.
Darren,
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, mate.
Hi, Darren.
Thanks, Sam.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Oh, gosh, there's nothing worse than being on air. And I thought, no, I need to talk to him again because I felt her so close. I was so shocked when you said 10 years. I went, really? She's so close to you? Because I just really, really felt like you can't move on. Is that correct, darling?
I've been struggling for ages.
Yes, I know. And that's why I feel like she's so close to you. Beautiful lady. But would I be right to say one of those young men, I want to say, has a girlfriend?
He did have.
Right. Okay. So she makes me aware of the girlfriend then. Would I be right to say that's your youngest?
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. There you go. So the youngest had the girlfriend, right? Because I feel that's enhanced the grief because that obviously hasn't worked out for him. Is that right?
No. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's why I felt the young presence there because she's like my poor boy, his first love, So.
Oh my God, it was his first love too.
See what I mean? So I knew that I was on the right track.
Yeah.
Love her heart, but I just feel like I was really unwell for some time. But she's really making I was feeling like underneath my armpits. I thought, oh my God, is it booby cancer? And it went to her head. Because my head was really hurting when I was talking to her.
Yeah, she had bowel and liver cancer.
Oh, there you go. Because that's sometimes the pathway, and I just felt it spread and I felt really dizzy and I felt, oh my goodness.
It did go to her brain in the end.
Yeah, so that's what she said. So, and that's when she said, it didn't start in my head. She just says what you did for the boys and what you're continuing to do is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Okay,
That's all
my
I wanted
darling.
to know.
Are you actually DJ, your initials? Are you Darren John, Darren James?
Oh, do you know what? I've always wanted to be Darren John.
There you go then, because she just said, and say DJ to him. Okay? So there you go. So I've got her.
God.
And I know I said Susan or Sarah, but I just felt that was around her. So
that's sister-in-law.
There you go. You see, and you said bloody no on air.
Because this is my first reading ever.
Oh, you see, yeah. So you're a virgin. So so they talk about what's going on. So you know that she's around you.
What does she think of my new partner?
Not bad, not as nice as me.
Yeah, I know that. That's what.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but all she wants you is to be happy. You don't keep living in the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I have been doing. Oh
yes,
my God.
I know.
Oh,
She said, stop bloody comparing. Stop comparing.
Oh my God, she is around.
And she's even got a different hair colouring, hasn't she?
Yes.
Yes, and that's when she said, but, you know, spirit world, our loved ones in the spirit world, they don't want us to be sad. They want us to move on, but you're never going to forget. You're never going to forget her. You know, and she's just said you need someone. You know?
And what does she say about her oldest kid?
Is he like, well, she's laughing about his hair. Is there an issue with his hair? She's laughing, but he doesn't want to be a hairdresser, but he likes to experiment.
Yeah.
There you go. So she's having a right old giggle.
You just made my day.
But keep smiling, darling. She said, tell him I love him more. And
tell her I love her back.
Okay, darling.
Okay.
Hey, Darren, it's Pete here again. Kimber's just wandering on in. How are you, mate? You okay?
I'm shaking. She has just nailed everything.
Great.
Yeah, we're glad to hear it, mate. Isn't that wild, hey? And you could hear the emotion in his voice as well.
He just needed more time, and there are a few other things they talked about. That was sort of the edited version, but it's like, you know, he just needed time and a bit of space. And when
you're on the spot, I've had heaps of readings with Sam, and it's taken me like a couple of days later when I've gone, oh, that's what that meant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Well, it's a lot of fun. We appreciate, Darren, that you stuck around and gave us the chance to play it back too.
Yeah. All right, so your ghost stories as we continue Ghost Week and round out this Halloween on our show. Coming up inside the next 10 minutes. If you've got a great one, we can't wait to hear from you.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
The Ghost Week edition of Best Call Wins. What a way to wrap up this incredible Ghost Week we've had on the show by doing this on Halloween.
I know. And you can check out our Halloween costumes. We've come in dressed today. You can go to Pete Kimber Ben on Instagram and you'll see the delightful outfit that I've brought Pete to wear. Something lighthearted. He wanted to go as a K-pop demon hunter. So I went with something different.
The seventh circle of hell.
But right now, Best Call Wins. We want to hear your ultimate ghost story.
Yeah, because we've had
the
a
story
week
that is going to shake people, that makes people go, oh, whoa.
Because we've spent the week sort of going here, there and everywhere around the ghostly and the ghastly. We've heard about the creepy things the kids have said. We've heard about ghost pets as well. And we just have been getting inundated with people's submissions on text, in DMs, on emails going, this has happened to me, that's happened to me, so let's throw it open.
Well, we got one this morning that included a photograph, which has blown our minds because when you get a photograph of it too, and I know that people can doctor things up and whatever, but this is coming from a very trustworthy source.
Yes.
Because this comes from the Perth Mint.
That's right. Now, the General Manager of Retail, Tina, joins us on the phone right now. Good morning, Tina. Thanks for joining us on Ghost Week.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
We're good. Now, Tina, thank you for getting in touch and also with this photo that we've got. So tell us what happened. It looked like it was a photo shoot and there's a bird in the shot that doesn't belong?
Yes, that's right. So we just renovated our original melting house and that was built in 1899. And then with these new renovations, we decided to do a photo shoot so we could show people what it was looking like now. And as the tour guide was holding up one of our crucibles, the photographer took a photo and we thought, that's fantastic. She actually felt something at the time, like a bit of a breeze go past her face and her shoulder. And then later, when we got the photos, there was a bird sitting on this crucible. Now, I'm actually a bit of a skeptic, so I was like, there's no way that's even there. That's a photo, an issue with the photo.
And there was clearly not a bird in the Perth Mint in the melting house, like in that area.
No, that would have caused a bit of a stir if we'd had a bird in the melting house. So, yeah, definitely wasn't there. And then we got the marketing team to go back to the photographer and check what had happened to the original photo because we thought maybe there was an overlay or something. And they said no.
That's unreal.
I mean, this photo of the bird is so clear.
Yeah.
You would think the bird is in the shot.
And we've popped the photo in our stories at Pete Kimber Ben on Instagram if you'd like to go and take a look. You must go and take a look.
It's not what I would refer to as a ghost bird.
Yeah.
Like if I was going to say, yeah, it's not like an apparition. You can see it.
Tina, have you had like any sort of paranormal investigators or photographers or anything have a good look at the photo to try and identify what had happened or maybe debunk it or anything like that?
We haven't gone that far, but we did go back to the original photographer and say, can you double check that something hasn't overlaid or like what's gone on here? And they said, no, that is actually the raw image.
And is there been any research about the Mint or stories or something to suggest that, you know, there would be a ghost bird or maybe someone who worked there 100 years ago had a bird pet or something like that?
No, but we've got a few ghost stories, and unfortunately we do get the odd bird pass away in our rafters and in the roof spaces. So,
right.
Wow.
Wild.
Okay. All right. I mean, because I did Google Perth Mint ghost bird and it brought up a coin release of a kookaburra. But it's not a kookaburra.
All right.
Thank you so much, Tina. It was great to chat to you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So Tina, the Perth Mint General Manager of Retail, who, they sent that through to us to take a good look. And like we said, we've popped the ghost bird photo from the Mint in our stories at Pete Kimber Ben on Instagram. But it's time to open the lines now, and we want your absolute best. We've saved this for Halloween to round out Ghost Week, give you your opportunity to tell your stories. 13 10 60. And we're just looking at some of the calls and texts that are coming through as we speak. We're seeing little girl ghost, grew up in a castle in England, attacked by something in my house.
Honestly, I just want to hear Pete scream again because, Pete, you are so unnerved by this stuff. Wait till you hear what comes up after 8 o'clock. Pete loses it.
Is your lap empty right now? I might need it. I might need it in the next
I'm happy
10.
I was there for you when you needed me.
All right, we are full board with your calls. We can't wait to take them next. We'll chat to you in a text.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Okay, best calls of ghost stories. The best situation you'd have, this is the one you share at every dinner party.
Just before we get to the calls, can I read you this text that's come through from Lisa in Kelmscott? She goes, this is wild. She says, when hubby was a kid, he and his family drove to Wales from Manchester in the UK. The weather got bad and a hotel appeared and they stayed there overnight. And he remembers playing with kids running around, parents talking to people in the bar. The next morning, the hotel was deserted, not a person in sight. They went to the car, they left, the sun was shining. They got home and the mum looked up the hotel to try and pay the bill because there was no one there to take their money and the hotel did not exist.
Stop it.
And he's,
they were
I'm
in
getting
The
goosebumps.
Shining.
He swears black and blue that happened.
Stop. Okay.
Wild.
All right, Shannon, give us your ghost story. You used to work on Rottnest Island. You had a ghost friend.
Yeah. We had a young girl that used to live in our house, and she was just like one of the staff almost. So she was just always there. She used to move things around. You'd hear her walking on the floorboards, and she was fine. And you know, all the girls that lived there got along really well with her. But all the guys that we'd ever have stay over. That sounds wrong, but it's because they had a lot of staff coming in and out.
Go, Shannon! Yeah, girls.
Get it. Fun time. But anyway, when the guys used to stay over, they all used to have a dream of this woman or this girl that would be screaming at them and screaming in their face and whatnot. And it was always the same description of the same girl.
She just wanted a girls' weekend. That's all she was after.
It was very much a girl's house, and the boys weren't welcome. So we had a bad breakup.
That's a great
story. Thanks,
start.
Shannon.
All right. Amy, you saw a ghost. What happened?
Oh, well, my mother passed away when I was 16, and she passed away in the family home. And I was sleeping one night in my bedroom, and I literally saw her walk from one side of my bed around my bed and to the other. And I almost felt myself like floating, but I was frozen within myself. So it was truly scary.
Wow.
And I'm absolutely terrified of ghosts and everything, although I would love to be able to connect with her.
Yeah.
But yeah, in that house, and my dad still lives there now, it's our family home. I've obviously since moved out and had my own family and everything. But when I go back there and visit him, I honestly feel her. And I've been there without him there before in the house by myself, and I've had to get out of there.
See, I'd be reaching out. I'd be reaching out. I'd take that opportunity to be like, you're obviously here, Mum. Let's chat.
We can put you in touch with
I'd
some
be
of our
trying.
psychic mediums. We've got a few on the payroll now. Hey, Melissa, your ghost wasn't very friendly. Tell us what happened.
Well, I don't know if it wasn't very friendly. I think it was more like it was trying to get our attention.
What did it do?
But yeah, well, when my son, this is going back 24 years ago, but when my son was a baby in my arms, I was standing at the fridge getting a bottle or whatever I was doing, and a hammer just dropped off the fridge out of nowhere, no vibrations, nothing. And I was like, that's a bit weird. Picked it up, put it back on top of the fridge, honestly thought nothing else of it. And then however many days, weeks, whatever it was later, my son's laying on the floor having some no nappy time, and this is back in the day when we had boxed TVs, you could put things on top of the TVs.
Yeah.
And, I had pretty candles and all that kind of stuff, and one just fell off and landed like an inch away from Jacob. And I was like, nah, that's
Mate,
weird.
It sounds like the ghost had something against the baby.
Oh, stop. Don't say that.
Every time the baby's in the room, something falls off something near the baby.
The baby had to be in the room. It lived there.
Hey, Troy, round us out here. You have a crazy story, apparently. What happened to you?
Yeah, mate. We bought a house in Maddington 17 years ago, had our firstborn boy, and about a year and a half into it, we always felt a cold spot near his bedroom in the hallway. One night he woke up, curdling scream. I went running down there, tried to open his door, couldn't get it open. So I'm using all my body weight, kicking the door, got it about a foot open. His cot was up against the door. The tall boy behind the cot, his other bassinet and another cabinet was behind that blocking.
Oh, my God.
I've reached in, got him through the gap in the door, then the door slammed shut. I yelled out, just leave my boy alone, take it out on me. Well, I shouldn't have done that because then it protected him. He threw, about 6 months later, he was throwing a ball in the house, smashed the window. I said, son, don't throw balls, went and put it on the kitchen cabinet, come back in, tapped his bum, went back out into the kitchen, and the ball flew straight past my face.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Then
Troy,
it
did you move
slammed
out of that
doors.
house?
No, we stayed there for 4 years. We got a medium out, and they got about 5 steps into the door. The kid's door slammed down the hallway. He turned around, walked out and said, no, it doesn't want me here. It's a nasty little boy.
Yikes.
No, thanks. I'd have been out there the next day. See ya.
Wowza.
I don't even care. I'd sleep outside.
And, just hot tip, if you are trying to sell your haunted house, don't tell the real estate agent because Stuart Bunn, the real estate agent, told us this week.
That's right.
That he has to disclose anything he knows.
Yeah.
So the less they know, the better. But you
That-
can check that out on our podcast because we've got so much stuff on our podcast this week from this kind of year.
It's been a great week, and we're going to put the icing on the cake coming up after 8 o'clock, and we're going to bring you all the audio from the seance that we did in the basement of the Rose and Crown in Guildford last week with psychic medium Anthony Grizelka. Stay right there.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
8:20 R&B Fridays.
Can't
I'll
believe
tell
it's
you
been
what,
a week since Friday's Live.
It has been a week. It has been an incredible week. And what a week it's been since Friday's Live as well. It's been Ghost Week. And what a way to wrap this week, by the way, just quickly. Congratulations, Melissa, who is currently on the computer frantically checking out her next big Europe holiday. Just won $10,000 with Alpha Bucks on the show.
Now, we play every morning, 7 and 8 a.m. There's $10,000 on the line. We've given away $90,000 this year.
I want to do it at least one more time. Let's get to that 100
that'd
people.
feel so good.
It'd be
6
incredible.
figures.
Yep, 6 figures would be amazing. All right, it'd be the first time in history too. All right, let's get cracking.
Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins present Ghost Week.
We have brought you so much content during Ghost Week of lots of different experiences, all of your incredible stories that you've shared, but in particular, because last week we went to the Rose and Crown in Guildford, the hotel, pub, whatever it is there, the tavern, everything. And it's always been known that down in the cellar, it's haunted. I've had an experience there last year where I had a rock thrown at me. So we went back this year. You guys had never been there before.
I've never been.
And then when you got there, we had rocks thrown. We had hooks moving when we asked them, the spirits, to move some things. We have a series of things that took place.
Yeah, a whole host of things. But by far, the wildest thing that happened was us getting tricked into a seance and what went on from there.
Yeah. We weren't
Have
ready.
you ever done a seance, Ben?
Oh.
No? Are you thinking back to try and think?
you ever whip out a Ouija board?
I've
remember.
come across them, but I don't. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't know it was a seance because I thought you had to have a Ouija board there. It turns out
too.
you don't.
Yep.
And we just thought we were innocently sitting at the table. I'm not sure what bit of audio you're playing, but if you hear anyone saying, yes, let's do a seance, I can't wait, that's producer Brooke. That is not me.
So
it was never me.
this is the audio of your nana coming through.
How do you do it without the board?
Well, you're
we
about
had
to
we
hear.
had Anthony Grizelka, the psychic medium, with us, and so he just opened up the portal and let them all in.
Now, look, let me just preface this by saying there was a little bit of me that was going, oh, come on, like, is this really happening? But the fact of the matter is you were at an end of the table where there was nobody else and Anthony was on the other side. So all of the stuff that you're about to hear in this audio was happening in a place where it couldn't have been faked.
Yeah, Pete was
At
sitting
all.
to my right, producer Ringo across from me, producer Brooke across from Pete, and Anthony at the end of the table.
Yeah, so this is the audio of your nana coming through during the seance. This is oddly comforting.
There's somebody here. Guys, do any of you guys have a connection to, like, I know it's going to sound weird, but like Maureen, Margaret, that very strong MA sounding name?
I have a Maureen.
Yeah, who's Maureen?
My nana.
Is she still physically or past?
Past.
Yep.
Long time ago.
How did she connect to you?
My mum's mum.
Okay, so I've got Maureen coming through here, a really strong sense of this. It doesn't belong to anyone here in the sense of this place. It belongs to one of you guys. Okay. Maureen, if you're here to talk to Kimber or you want to say hello to her, can you move the table, tap the table, move it towards Kimber perhaps? Do something that will acknowledge Kimber.
What was that?
Do you feel tapped?
Yep.
Thank you. Oh, and again, thank you. Can you do that again? Perhaps you could lift the table
felt that
for us.
right under my hand.
Yeah, it's moving down your way. And it's just, this often happens with the seance. People sort of think that, there's going to be weird ghosts and that. It's normally family that come through, and this is what I would expect. It's not unusual. Maureen, if that's you, if you could move the table a bit harder, lift it perhaps.
Oh, get out. That came from your side of the table.
It felt like it was directly underneath me.
Oh, what the hell?
Thank you, Maureen. This is just family, so don't panic about this. This is not something negative or weird.
It screamed on the ghost train, Anthony.
Oh, this is wild. Wow.
Okay, is Maureen, do you have anything else to say? Kimber, was there anybody that was connected to that? So is that Mum's mum?
Yeah.
So where's the dementia or Alzheimer's or the stroke event there?
The stroke?
Yep.
Her.
Yep, right.
She died of a stroke.
Perfect. Maureen, did I get that correct? If I've given that information correctly, that's the way you want me to give that? Could you please do something, move the table perhaps? Just give us a little indication that I've got that right. And that's what you wanted me to say. Oh, there it is.
What was that?
Thank you.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Maureen.
Thanks, Nana.
Wow.
Creepy. Weird.
So the table keeps moving.
Well, the table wasn't moving. It was tapping. He was like, tap the table. And we all felt the first couple of light taps.
Like a
and then
vibration, you mean?
No, like this.
Like a tap.
Like fingers on a table tapping.
Yeah.
And then he went, can you do it harder? Now, but the thing is, producer Ringo was opposite me, and at our end of the table, it was significantly more than it was at the other end of the table for those guys. Like Ringo and I were looking at each other because we could feel it. It was like it was being tapped.
Yep.
Right where my hands were. We all had our hands flat on the top of the table, and it's like I could feel it coming from underneath the table under my hand.
And I could feel it to my left where Kimber was sitting, and Anthony was on my right. And this is the thing, once you go past that threshold of experiencing this, you can't go back.
Now, you do hear a few noises in the background, and I'll preface this for the next bit of audio that we're going to play coming up, because we do manage to have the table lifted. But they're above us. We were down in the cellar, and above us, it's all floorboards. And so you can hear the occasional person walking past, over the roof, you know what I mean? So you can hear creaking floorboards sometimes. It's very different to what we're experiencing, though. They're separate sounds.
Yeah. In just a few moments, we'll come back and, the audio you're about to hear, the table literally launches. It is incredible. Stay right there.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
And the final bit of audio and the most explosive bit of audio from our experience in that haunted basement at the Rose and Crown in Guildford.
So many things happened. You can check out our podcast of all the events. It was the swinging hook that we asked the spirits to move, and they did. It was the rock that manifested in midair and got thrown in our direction. It was so many things. My nana came to visit during the seance and tapped the table multiple times, and we all felt it. And all of our hands were just sitting on top of the table. And we kind of got tricked into the seance.
Yeah.
We didn't really know that the seance was happening, but you're about to hear the time the table got lifted.
Yeah, now here's the thing, right? A couple of things for you.
Are you saying all 4 legs off the ground? No.
I think I would call it less of a lift. I reckon it just shifted about 20 to 30 centimetres to my left.
Well, that was
20 to 30?
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
big.
Easily.
This
mate,
big. Like,
easily.
Come on.
Yeah,
Okay.
gone.
All right, well,
The
mate,
thing
you
is-
went there. I'll tell the story of what I saw.
On your side, I reckon the legs were still on the floor. On my side, they lifted. I'm telling you
Oh,
now.
okay.
You
right,
guys
'cause
are
I was
getting sillier.
No, legit.
All right.
So here's the thing, right? A couple of things with this. You're going to hear creaking and stuff. Above us are floorboards to the central area where the main restaurant is. So that's people just sort of walking around and
Yeah, you
whatnot.
do hear it a bit in the audio. You'll hear a couple of people walking.
The other thing is, if you've been with us for the last sort of half hour and you heard stuff about Kimber's nana, you're going to hear a little bit of that audio repeated at the top here. The reason being is because it basically gives you the feeling of the lead up to the table launching. It's important to play that bit here, all right? So here you go. Strap yourself in.
Can you move it again? Yep. Can you do it a bit harder, please? Maureen, if that's you. If you could move the table a bit harder. Thank you.
Oh, get out. That came from your side of the table.
It felt like it was directly underneath me.
Yep.
Oh, what the...
Thank you, Maureen. This is just family, so don't panic about this. It's not something negative or weird.
It screamed on the ghost train, Anthony.
This is going to sound strange. This is oddly comforting.
Yeah, and it is because it's family. This is not negative.
She was a really lovely lady.
It's not. Yeah, there's nothing negative about what.
But
she's still going.
It's really strong at our end. I don't know if you guys
Have you
can
got a
feel
different
it.
table to us, or is this one?
No, that's one
It almost
table.
felt like just your table moved though, but like it knocked out.
It's on that side.
Yeah.
One table.
I didn't feel like this part. It was there.
It's happening down here,
Yeah.
strongly under us.
Oh, this is wild. Wow.
Okay, is Maureen, do you have anything else to say? Is there anything else you want to acknowledge? Kimber, was there anybody that was connected to that? So is that Mum's mum?
Yep.
So where's the dementia or Alzheimer's or the stroke event there?
The stroke?
Yep.
Her.
Yep, right.
She died of a stroke.
Perfect. Maureen, did I get that correct? If I've given that information correctly, that's the way you want me to give that? Could you please do something, move the table perhaps? Just give us a little indication that I've got that right. And that's what you wanted me to say.
What was that?
Thank you.
What was that?
Thank you.
That was the table moving.
It's a table.
Yep.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Maureen.
Thanks, Nana.
Wow.
Anyone else that would like to talk? Really quickly. Can you levitate the table, please? Can you lift the table? Give us an indication that you're with us by lifting the table. If you can lift the table.
Oh! It's okay.
Jesus Christ.
It's okay. Did one of you do that?
No.
I don't know what's worse, that happening or you...
That was Pete very jumpy, but that was okay. It's all right. It's all right.
You're right.
Yep.
Oh.
That was a violent movement. That,
not
the table moved like.
Look, the salt and pepper shakers all got knocked out.
Well, you have to understand with that, I did ask them to lift the table. You
It's okay. Yep, it's okay.
What happens is they will try and that's just a build up of energy and it's just that's what happens. But
I think Pete climbed inside my skin.
Pete, I have to say, when that happened, Pete was to my right and Pete jumped in my lap. Like, Pete climbed on me and it was partly for comfort. I think you kind of grabbed me like in a kind of like, hold me, I'm scared way, but also as if he was climbing over my body to escape a fire. He couldn't care. I was just blocking him from getting out.
I nearly stopped the audio just to commend you on your check-in. You're okay.
I'm
jumped over her to get out.
It's me constantly going, it's okay, because Pete is freaking out next to me.
The way you describe that is all true.
I think you would have left me for dead if you were trying to get out.
I would have knocked you over and run.
Running with the bulls.
Truly, he was like on me. I was like, what are you doing?
But I mean, come on. Like, that was, this is one of the things you mentioned so often.
It moved violently.
Yes. Yeah.
And
like
did I hear right? Did it
centimetres.
move the salt and pepper shake?
No, the
It
salt and
knocked
pepper
them
shake
over.
fell over. It's all and once you see it and once you're there and you feel
I
it,
wish I was there.
you cannot go back.
There's nothing we can do other than go, this is not BS. This is what happened. We're just bringing you what happened. So I get that you might be a skeptic. It's fine. I'm accepting of that. But
I don't
this
wanna
is
be.
what our experience
I don't
was.
want to be.
We're taking you next year.
Okay.
Yeah, you're coming. You are coming. All of the audio throughout the entire week from our visit to the Rose and Crown is a must listen, okay? And it's the perfect weekend to do it. It's Halloween weekend, right? So turn the lights down at home, turn our podcast on, Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins on Listener, and go and have a good listen to all of it.
Hey, you know what, too? We've got a special guest coming up.
We do. Yes, the ghost from the basement we just heard.
Ben looked horrified. The fantastic Mandy McElhinney is coming in to join us. She is such an incredible talent because she's in the new show Ghosts Australia.
Yeah, can't wait. She joins us in minutes. Stay right there.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
And what a way to cap off a ghastly week and ghastly weekend by chatting to one of the ghosts from Ghosts Australia herself, Mandy McElhinney. It is back on our screens this Sunday night, 8:30 on 10 and Paramount Plus.
What if we just, started a hotel together?
No, the invaders cannot be tolerated. We haunt them out.
Am I crazy to want this?
No, but only because it's not cool to call a woman crazy.
You're right. She can see us. She's looking at me.
I regret to inform your bedroom is already taken.
It seems the accident brought you so close to death that you gained the ability to see dead people.
Excuse me? Kate, it's me. No. Oh, babe, no, you can't walk through stuff. That's a dead person thing.
Hi, Mandy.
Hello. It is so great to have you, Mandy. We saw you last at the launch of this show. We had the privilege of actually going out to Guildford and where one of the scenes where it's been shot and the house that it was built on or designed around. And it was a really, really interesting experience because for me, I've been absolutely hooked on Ghosts when I saw the English version. Then I saw the Canadian version and was like, fantastic. And now to know that there's a Ghosts Australia, but it's also based around Australian background and Australian history.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a great concept, as you would understand, having watched the other shows. But what makes it completely adaptable is it's based on whatever history you have in whatever culture you're dealing with, And so I play an Irish woman who came out in the 1800s to escape the famine in Ireland and stayed here and ran a pub and had 13 kids and
just casually
survived. But yeah, so each ghost is preserved in whatever era they died in, so they're sort of left with the same sort of attitudes that they would have had when they died. Like, the 80s aerobics instructor thinks that smoking is a really great diet, and things like that. And I just think that these young kids should get to making babies so that they can get the kids working in the hotel,
Yeah. It's an amazing concept and I'm so excited to see it because I also an incredible cast and lineup. So it's going to be, I think, a smash hit.
Were you a big fan of the show before you took the project on?
I had no idea about it, unfortunately. But when I got asked to audition, I watched it and became hooked because the originators are from Horrible Histories. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but that was such a great... So they're historical buffs, and so that's where the great concepts have come from, is from, trying to represent history in an entertaining way. And so it's a really great concept and so adaptable. But we've made it with more of an Australian sense of humour, I think, a little bit more dry and
And also shot in WA. Like, what an absolute privilege to have work created here. We have so much talent in this state.
Yeah, it was so exciting to come back home because I'm from WA originally, and to see that the industry now, which I left many years ago, is a viable, vibrant, exciting place. Like, people from the eastern states want to shoot here all the time now. And the crews are so experienced and so wonderful, and locations are great, and like that house was fantastic in Guildford.
So this is the thing. This house that you guys did that at was at the back of Guildford Grammar, which has got a long history. Now, there's one question before we just move on. Are you a believer?
Absolutely.
Have you? And okay, good.
I'm desperate to see a ghost.
I'm glad. So you've never seen one, but you're desperate to see one.
Absolutely.
Okay, so just up the road from Guildford Grammar is the Rose and Crown in Guildford, which you'd be familiar with. And that's where we went last week with psychic medium Anthony Grzelka. We're going to come back in just a moment, and we're going to give you a first-hand experience, complete with audio, of some of the things that we experienced in the basement.
Bring it on.
All right, so stay with us. Mandy McElhinney from Ghost Australia, which premieres this Sunday, November 2, 8:30 on 10 and Paramount Plus, with us right now.
It's Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins.
Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins present Ghost Week.
Ghost Australia, which premieres this Sunday, 8:30 on 10 and Paramount Plus. Mandy McElhinney, who plays one of the ghosts on the show, still with us. Thank you for hanging around.
Happy Halloween.
If you have not seen, well, you wouldn't have seen Ghost Australia because it hasn't launched yet, but if you are not familiar with the Ghost franchise, like, this show will be brilliant. Absolutely check it out. And the chance that you get it on 10 and Paramount is brilliant.
Now, Mandy, you said that when we were talking before, you said that you believe in ghosts and you've always wanted to see one, but you haven't yet.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to book you in to join us next year again at the Rose and Crown in Guildford.
Well, I want to be involved in that
You
too,
can as
because
well,
I've
Benny.
heard these stories a number of times.
Well,
And
last year we took listeners and they also were haunted by a spirit and had a rock thrown at them like I did. And so this year when we said, should we take listeners, management went, is it a great idea?
As long as they're wearing helmets.
Yeah, do we
Should be
want to be
fun.
responsible for that?
So we thought, look, not just quite getting you there in the basement with us, but this is as close as you can get so far. We'll play you some of the little bits and pieces of audio that we've played to our listeners over the week, right? As a little recap, right? But this is brilliant. So this was where we first wandered down with our psychic medium into the basement, Anthony Grzelka, and he pulled out his phone and he hit record and he said, I'm going to see like if I can talk to the ghost and see if it responds. This was the audio that we got from him. Have a listen to this.
Can you see us? Do you know if you can see who we are?
Yeah, it growled at us. It growled. We'd only been in there for about a minute and we were like, oh no.
Oh my goodness, I am there.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
The growl
Going
was
now.
the least of the things that happened to us on the night.
It's wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the hook, right? So there's this well that's in there, covered by a couple of wooden boards. There's like an ornately designed hook sitting above it, as if something you'd put like a lamb carcass on, for example.
It's like a
That sort of
big,
thing.
rusty, thick, big hanging hook.
Yep, and we're all standing around it, and Anthony's talking to this ghost and says, if you're here, can you move it? Now, nothing happened for a little bit, and then this happened.
It's moving.
Sorry, that was me.
It's definitely moving.
It's definitely moving.
It started moving the minute you turned your back to walk away. It started moving.
It's done.
Just back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. This ghost.
So no one's tried to renovate this place or maybe get rid of the meat hook?
Well, the thing is, it's a really beautiful function centre. So I think that people in their heads are thinking that we are in this horrible basement with a big, nasty heating fireplace. It's not that. It is a gorgeous little, there's fairy lights, there's a bar down there. It's a function area. It's just got the wooden floorboards from the pub above, and it's meant to be a really nice little
it's a beautiful looking
space.
pub too, isn't it?
It's very old. It's from the
Your
1800s.
Typical, beautiful Guildford.
It's just that it's really haunted down there.
Yeah. Now, Kimber mentioned to you that last year when she went with listeners, rock thrown at her head. The rocks materialised out of nowhere and they appeared again this year. Have a listen.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, it's happened again.
A stone, it's right there.
It's right there.
It's happened again.
Oh my God, it just threw another stone.
I kid you not. I was standing behind Kimber when we saw it. It came out of thin air and
Yeah,
dropped.
I can
and we
tell
saw
in
it.
your
heard it.
voices.
Did you
like,
hear it
you're
drop?
freaked.
We heard it, yep.
We saw it.
We
Yeah,
saw
I know
it.
you saw it.
No,
But
no, I saw
Pete
it and I
saw
heard
it.
it.
You
The
saw it
whole
as well?
thing. The whole thing.
Okay.
And then one final thing. By the way, for those of you listening to this, you can get all of this in full. Pete and Kimber podcast on Listener. We did a seance around the table. And
Those are brave.
They've leaned into it, haven't
No,
they?
we've actually, there is audio floating around somewhere of us Anthony saying, let's go over to this table and do a seance. And us saying, no, we are not doing a seance. So we kind of felt conned into it because it was just like, well, we'll just sit at the table and we'll put our hands on the table like this. And Pete and I did not know that we were getting involved in it.
Anthony asked the table to move. Asked the spirits to move the table. Have a listen to this.
Can you levitate the table, please? Can you lift the table? Give us an indication that you're with us by lifting the table.
Yeah, it was intense.
Were you a believer before this happened?
I've always been a believer. Like, I've always been, there's just too much stuff that I feel or see out of the corner of my eye or energy or whatnot, and too many stories in our family to not believe, right? But as you said last year, Kimber, when you came back from Rose and Crown, for me this year, there is a before you saw it all happen in front of you and an after. And now you can't deny that it's there. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You know?
It changed the game. There were plenty of things. I'd had lots of experiences with my family and friends before that and was like, I could probably justify it away. Like, there was enough in there that I was like, I did want to believe, but I also thought, I could probably put that down to coincidence or maybe this was a bit.
Yeah.
But after the rock throwing thing, no way, no day. I can't deny it.
Yeah. So, Mandy McElhinney, will you join us next year?
Yes.
Yes.
I may regret it.
So you can join us, Ben. You can come along. I mean, it's sort of getting to the stage where it's going to end up just being a party, but no, it'll be a
And
lot
you go,
of fun.
guys, really? There really was a stone.
Absolutely. Yes.
Still in my garage. I took it home with me. I'm not putting it in the house.
Both?
I left the second one. This
You
time
left
I
the
left it,
second one.
and I just said, I'm going to take the first one
You
back
should have
with me.
taken that one, Pete.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
It can stay right there. Mandy, it's always a pleasure having you here, having you in the studio.
So good.
Thank you so much. Ghost Australia this Sunday night, 8:30 on 10 and Paramount Plus, and we will be back Monday from 6.
Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins. 6 to 9 weekdays. You can't miss Pete and Kimber with Ben Cousins, and you can't miss a great summer holiday with What If, with loads of accommodation options, plus flights, car hire and things to do. Book your trip on whatif.com or download the What If app today. What If? It's Aussie for travel.